Pacers fans, stand up. Let's get loud. It's game time. Let's meet the starters for your Indiana Pacers. At forward, 6'6", number 23, Aaron Neesmith. At guard, 6'4", number 2, Andrew Empire. In the middle, 6'11", number 33, Miles Turner. At the other forward, 6'8", number 43, Pascal Siakam. At guard, 6'5", 0, Tyrese Halliburton.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
And with that rotation not at full strength, someone else is going to have to step up and fill that role.
And now the New York Knicks starters. OG Anunoby is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Brunson in at the point. And for the Pacers, Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Neesmith in at the 3, the small forward. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Turner passes to Halliburton. 6 to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Siakam for 3. It's rebounded by New York. 29 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Anunoby. Hart with the screen for Anunoby. Launches a 3. It's good from long range.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
Halliburton looking around. No good there. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Knicks out front. They lead by 3. Live from Cambridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Brunson with it. Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. We've got Jalen Brunson. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Bridges in at the 2 guard.
You love to see Karl Anthony Towns with the great decision-making. Passes up a scoring opportunity to find a teammate.
Bridges with the steal. And Bridges with a clear path to the back.
Oh, what a dunk!
Look out below!
Unbelievable. You think of Bridges as understated, not that flashy, and then he does that.
And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. 7-point differential. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Clearly a foul.
The Pacers shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
2 shots. Tyrese Halliburton.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
Tyrese Halliburton just plays with a certain pace. He's always looking to push the action.
Halliburton hits them both.
Well, consistency is so critical, especially in clutch moments. This guy has got that gene.
Halliburton against Brunson. It's hauled in by Tyrese Halliburton. Puts the move on, and he gets it to go.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Knicks lead by 3. A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Coach. This team is still developing. What do they need to do to really reach their max?
Just keep working every day. Give maximum effort, great concentration, and play to win. Make winning plays.
Sounds simple, but I know it's not, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Now Brunson, the forward spots with Neesmith and Siakam. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side, and it's Turner in at center. That's the Pacers' foul. And it's sent back by Turner.
I tell you, you love the attitude of Miles Turner. No one is getting off these shots when he's nearby. No one.
Pass to Brunson. Shoots over Nembhard. Brunson with another miss.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through net.
Nembhard with it. Defended by Bridges. 5 to shoot. Halliburton, no good.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Hart, that's good.
Aggressive move coming out of the half, penetrating into the heart of the defense.
And I've got to believe that was something they talked about during the break. Get him some good looks into the paint, get into the heart of the defense. Beautiful.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Knicks out front, up 5. We've got more in store for you right after this. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And so it's Indiana with it, trailing by 5. On the court for the Knicks, they've got Hart. Jalen Brunson out there with Mikal Bridges. Then there's Towns, and it's Anunoby in at the small forward. Hands it from downtown.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together, everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch. Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
Siakam. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time.
It's time for Dance Cam. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves. Dancing Machine. You're on the big screen. Nice try. It's all good.
Reporter David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. Now with the game in the balance, Coach told his team to play loose. Don't overthink it. We got this far playing our game, and we can win the same way. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. Brunson against Halliburton. Guys, this possession could decide their fate.
They have to be careful with the ball.
Bridges attacking. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Tyrese Halliburton.
How about that try from Mikal Bridges? Draw the contact, young sir.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. That's off his run, so he misses both. And it's out of bounds. The Nets able to retain possession here. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page.
Gas pedal time. Here are your Indiana placements.
Shot clock at 5. Towns a screen on Halliburton. And here's Brunson outside. Misses the three. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout.
Your Pacers Youth Dance Team. Please give a big round of applause for your Pacers Youth Dance Team. Let's get loud, fans. Stand up and make some noise.
Halliburton for three. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. Live from Cambridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Here we go. Now here's Brunson. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. And it's Nesmith in at the 3. Nembhard, defended by Bridges. Pass to Turner. Clock at 6, to the middle. Wants to get it to Nesmith, and does. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. New York with the ball. Brunson outside.
He can fake you one way and then use that beautiful spin to just blow by you.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
make some noise. We are the sixth man.
Halliburton outside. At the elbow, it's Turner. Shoots over Towns. So a close game sees New York take this one. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
And now, introducing your Charlotte starting lineup. At small forward, standing 6'5", number 10. Josh Green. The other forward, 6 feet 7 inches, number 0, Miles Bridges. At the shooting guard position, 6 feet 7 inches, number 24. Brandon Miller. The man in the middle, at 7 foot 0 inches, number 5, Mark Williams. Starting at the other guard, 6 feet 7 inches, number 1, LaMelo Ball.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Trae Young out there with Dyson Daniels. And it's Risache in at the 3 slot. And for Charlotte, Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Miles Bridges is out there with Williams. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. And both backcourts in this one stand cream of the crop.
Well, a lot of people would say that this is a guard-oriented league. I think it's a league of all the positions. But tonight, certainly, whoever can win that guard battle will probably go home with the W.
Certainly the headliner tonight. Now here's Ball. Drives to the hoop. That shot, no good. 2-for-1 opportunity if they can time it right.
A great way to end the quarter.
Here's Risache, pounded by Ball. Right side Johnson. 5 on the clock. Johnson a screen on Ball. Here's Risache. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. And here's Miller. Down low. Williams lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And that's what you get from Brandon Miller. I mean, he can really whip passes there around the court.
Young on the attack. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
It's a tie game in Charlotte. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Charlotte?
Well, I'll tell you what, throughout the first, they did a great job of just running their offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. All right, this is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second. Risache and Johnson, they're the forwards. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's a Kongwu in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here's Green. Pass the ball. And he lobs it up. And Williams punches it home.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Here's Daniels. Back to Young. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't get it to drop. Ooh, excellent D there from Ball. Outside, Green. Ball taking his time here. Takes a 13-footer. Ball in the paint.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Charlotte on top, up by 4. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Coach Quinn Snyder with us now, and Coach, a bit of a lull for this team scoring the ball. Why?
It had nothing to do with anything other than us being aggressive. We're like walking the ball off the court. Whoever's got it, we've got to attack.
At least effort is something you can control. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
And it's time for your fan half-court shots. Please direct your attention to center court. Drums. And that's where he left the shot. Let's hear it for the participant.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Now here's Young. Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Mark Williams out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Green in a small forward. That's the Hornets 5. Here's Daniels. Johnson a screen on Miller. Daniels passes to Johnson. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's on Brandon Miller. And picked 20th back in 2021. Jalen Johnson might end up being the steal of that draft, Coach.
Well, look, Brian, when we see guys take a big jump like Johnson has, it's usually because they have shot the ball better like he has. He's really blossomed during his third year and still has plenty of room to grow.
Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff drought.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
Now here's Ball. The baseline, Jay. Miller outside. Williams with the screen. Second chance effort. Ooh, nice shot by Miller.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean look for
Hornets.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
At the line for two.
And the first one at the line is good. Both good from the line that time.
Yeah, he's a guy you want at the line, and clearly not affected by the moment.
There's Ball with a three. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of three. Charlotte on top, up by one. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. They lead by one. Fourth quarter, on the floor for the Hawks. Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Trae Young out there with Dyson Daniels. And it's Ricochet in at the 3.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break. He reminded his team just how close this game is, saying, guys, we aren't out of this yet. We still have plenty of time left. Let's go out and execute our game plan, and I promise you, we will win this game. Let's see how they come out of this timeout, Brian.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And Atlanta with possession here. It's a 3-point game. Here's Young. He connects. And that one brings them within one.
Yeah, there's Trae Young getting it done inside.
They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
Here's Ball. Count it.
And if you're wondering why the score is so high, look to the defense being played. Not good.
Not a lot of resistance. And trying to just outscore other teams, generally not the best recipe for long-term success.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Johnson. Oh, Williams with the block. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second team foul. At the line for your Hornets, LaMelo Ball. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both, and it's a 5-point game.
A very successful visit to the line for him. Now this is a 2-possession game.
Young, the pass to Daniels. And Atlanta misses again.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
At the line for your Hornets, LaMelo Ball. Taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. And so it's Charlotte winning this one. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home.
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. So the opening lineup for the Heat, Tyler Hero out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Wiggins, and it's Ware in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Brooklyn, down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Cam Thomas is out there with Russell, and it's Williams at the small forward. We can expect more of a methodical pace, Brent, I think, in this one. What do you think?
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. Both of these teams love to run their offense in the half court. They'll slow things down. They'll love the setups. They'll try to manipulate a couple of the plays to get matchups they want. Neither side afraid to take it under 5 seconds on a shot clock, and that patience may pay off.
Now here's Wiggins. 6 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. And Tyler Hero gets the 3. Hero's got the opening basket of the game for the Heat.
That's a go-to shot for Tyler Hero. So confident in his ability to connect from deep.
Williams for 3. Traps in the tray.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And it's the Heat with the ball, following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. Hero, no good. Williams against Wiggins. Pass to Claxton. Johnson with it. The 9-foot shot. And it's good, 2 points.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Nets lead by 2. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Brooklyn. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Russell is out there with Cam Thomas. And it's Williams at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Russell against Hero. Pass to Adebayo. Higgins outside. Here's Ware. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Hero. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Hero's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Heat. 23 seconds left in the first half. Thomas against Burks. From 12 feet out. And Ware pulls it down. Burks against Thomas. Burks the pass to Adebayo. Hero, that's a two-pointer, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. Tie game in Brooklyn. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. On the court for the Heat, Alec Burks is out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Ware in at the 5, home in the paint. Now here's Williams. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Thomas. Shoots over Burks. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Ware. And here's Burks. Wiggins surveying the floor. Buries the long-range jumper. Wiggins has got the lead up to 3 now for the Heat.
Wiggins getting the space and then does not hesitate before firing that one.
Burks against Thomas. And they pick up 2. We're at the end of the 3rd, and we've still got a close one. Miami ahead, up by 1. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Cam Thomas is out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Williams at the 3. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Thomas, after Tyler Hero's three-pointer that didn't go.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
And it's Williams with the ball for Brooklyn. They trail by 1. And now we've got the intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
And an intentional foul right there.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Shooting for Miami. Tyler Hero. Shooting 2.
Take a break. 2 shots. It's the first, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, important there to have the 3-point lead because only a 3 can tie it up now.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
We got some t-shirts for the loudest, craziest, most exciting fans in the building. If you want one, put your hands in the air and wave those babies like you just don't care. Who wants a t-shirt?
with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. During that break, listened in on Jordi Fernandez's huddle. Coach told his players, hey, they're feeling the pressure over there. Keep pressing, keep fighting. They're starting to crack. Now let's get this game even, guys.
Thank you, David. Williams passes to Johnson. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo. Yes, Adebayo. Seconds left in the fourth.
It's Hero's quickness on defense right now that's helping him to be effective.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy we want to see on the line.
Free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. They trailed by 5. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
They're trying to get back in this thing. They need a score.
It's funny, at this point in the game, the coach is asking the team to be perfect. They haven't been to this point.
Next dancer.
It's Thomas outside. Miami grabs the miss, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
His third personal foul, fourth team foul. Shooting for Miami, Tyler Hero, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. And so it's Miami winning this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Andrew, an impressive win for you guys. How will you look back on tonight?
It feels great, I think the whole team played great. We shared the ball, we grabbed rebounds, we made big possessions, so I think it was a great game.
Hey, Andrew, congrats again. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
Head forward, 6'11", number 34, the Greek Freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Welcome to Tuesday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. We got a good one in store for you. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. So let's take a look at the starters for Toronto. There it is, the 3. Barnes will play the 4. Emmanuel quickly is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Pirtle in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Bucks, inside we have Giannis Lopez. Taurean Prince is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. A couple of rivals going head-to-head here, Clark. You can feel the extra tension in the air.
No doubt about it. That heat is palpable. Everybody wants to be at their best and prove they're the superior team, but the fireworks and friction is real.
Now here's Lillard. With some arc. Kuzma down low. Guarded by Quickly. Oh, rejected by Pirtle.
And Pirtle deserves a lot of credit for his shot blocking ability. He's a dynamic and dynamite shot blocker.
Here's Ingram. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in.
And that gets us rolling. Whew. What a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight. Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Now here's Lillard. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
Talk about a guy who can beat you consistently from all 3 levels. That's Damian Lillard.
Ingram against Prince. Barnes with a screen on Prince. The shot by Ingram, no good.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Tie game in Milwaukee. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you, stat-wise?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Inside, we have Giannis Lopez. Taurean Prince is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Now here's Ingram. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Barnes. This one for 3. Drops in the 3. Barnes has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Barrett finds quickly. Now Ingram. Barrett, a screen on Prince. Ingram against Prince. The shot by Ingram, no good. Now Antetokounmpo. Over Ingram. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's the Raptors up 3. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Emmanuel quickly is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Barrett in at the 3 slot. And the shot's good. Ingram's got his second bucket on the night.
And the speed Ingram has makes him a nightmare for defenses in pick and rolls. I mean, he constantly keeps them on skates and wondering what's next.
Now here's Lopez. And he's going for the... Whoa! Antetokounmpo flying!
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Outside Barnes. Ingram, the pass to Barnes. Barrett with it. Fires from deep. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Dunk by Antetokounmpo.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. It's the Raptors. They lead by 3. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
With these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Prince is out there with Damian Lillard, and it's Kuzma in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Now here's Ingram. Lets it fly from 18. And he sinks it.
Ingram knocking down the long 2. He's extremely effective.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
With the time left, I think they've got to be looking for a quick shot here.
If you see yourself on the big screen, you know what to do. Show us your move. You got to get where everyone's watching. We have a dancer. You have the camera on you.
Let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Doc Rivers as he talked with the team. Coach delivering an inspiring message to his team saying, quote, hey, we can win this game. Believe in yourselves, battle to the end. Honestly, guys, even I was a bit pumped up after hearing this one.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Here's Antetokounmpo. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. That's on Jakob Poeltl.
Defensive foul. Jakob Poeltl. That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Bucks, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Shooting one shot.
That one misses for Antetokounmpo. So it's all come down to this.
It's really that time where your leaders must step up.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Poeltl finds quickly. Here's Ingram. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo outside. Oh, deflected. It's stolen by Ingram. So it's the Raptors taking the W in a close one. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Brandon Ingram.
Well, let's meet the starting five for your Oklahoma City Thunder. feet 4 inches, number 5, in the middle, at 7 foot 0 inches, number 55, Isaiah Hartenstein. At the power forward position, 7 feet 1 inches, number 7, Chad Holmgren. The other forward, standing 6'5", number 8, Jalen Williams. At guard, 6'6", number 2, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And one injury for them. They're still pretty close to full strength, though.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We'll see Powell and Leonard playing the forward spots. Chris Dunn is out there with Harden. And it's Zubac in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Oklahoma City, the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3, the small forward. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Buries it from three-point range.
And playing up tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Now, here's Zubac. Outside Leonard. Dunn outside. Just 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to Harden. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And here's Leonard from 3. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the 4. Dort against Dunn. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen by Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander against Harden. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. From deep three-point territory. No good on the last second attempt there. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Thunder out in front. They're up by 3. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 3-point game. Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. We'll see Powell and Leonard playing the forward spots. Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Zubac in at the 5.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
This guy is such an explosive athlete. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander goes straight to the cup.
And here's Harden. Dunn outside. To the paint. And it's Leonard missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Harden. Pass to Powell, and stolen by Williams. Lays it up and banks it in. Williams has got his second bucket of the night.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Left side, Leonard. Over Holmgren. Oh, he got it to go!
Wow, how about that?
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back to the action in just a minute. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward position. And that's who Mark Daigneault starts the second half with.
Yeah, Zubac knows his job, and that's to do the dirty work. Get into the offensive glass.
Holmgren kicks to Dort. Back to Holmgren. Pass to Williams. From deep. It's hauled in by Dunn.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And it's blocked.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Harden with it. The 15-footer, good.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Thunder lead by 3. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles, we'll see Powell and Leonard playing the forward spots. Chris Dunn is out there with Harden, and it's Zubac in at the 5 spot.
And those long arms and huge hands. Leonard has all the tools he needs to erase shots.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here.
It's time for the dance cam. If you see yourself on the big screen and you know what to do, show us your move. We have a dancer.
Alamo reporter David Aldridge.
During that last break, Coach Mark Dagnall talked to his team. Now, with this game up for grabs, Coach told his guys to think positive. He said, "We know this game is ours, fellas. We've earned it. I need you to show me right now that you want this." Can they get it done? We'll see. Guys.
Thank you, David. Holmgren kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City moving it around. Williams for three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Make no mistake, with that frame and that touch, Zubac's a tough cover in close.
At the line for the Clippers, it's a Zubac. 2 shots.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. No luck that time either. And so here is Oklahoma City. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Dort passes to Hartenstein.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Greg, this is all about execution. Can you free an open man from the three-point line? That's what it comes down to.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Shooting for the Clippers, Kwai at the line for 2.
Drops the first one, and that brings them within 2 here. Leonard hits them both.
Well, this is the kind of player he is. The tougher the moment, the more he elevates his game.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul, second team foul. At the line for your Oklahoma City, Gilgeous-Alexander taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a 3-point attempt.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
to tie it up. No good from three-point territory. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
At the line for your Oklahoma City, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And the Clippers call time here. They're down by 4. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
They need to score, and they need to do it quickly, but it is still possible here.
And here is Los Angeles now, trailing by 4. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
2 fouls. Second personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for 2, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
That's what you call slamming the door. This one is over.
Los Angeles with another miss. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.
Coming up next, the Spurs taking on the Wizards. For San Antonio, consistency is their goal. They want to win each half, each quarter, each possession. Wizards, Spurs, coming up next, right after this. Coming up, live coverage of this Tuesday night NBA game here on 2K Sports. Here with the greats, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, and Allie LaForce, our reporter. A look at the opening lineup for Washington. They've got Chris Middleton, Bilal Coulibaly out there with Jordan Poole. Then there's Sarr, and it's George in at the 4. And for San Antonio, at forward, we'll see Vassell slot in next to Barnes. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Castle, and it's Wembanyama in at the 5. We should see some great ball movement with these two teams, Grant. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
Now here's Fox. Vassell with it. Wembanyama screen to the inside. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
Here's Sarr. It's George on the wing. He buries it from 3.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Castle. Coulibaly defending. Right side, Wembanyama. Fox outside. From deep. And he buries his first look.
Looks like Fox was itching to answer back with that 3. He is a capable shooter when he's in attack mode.
Poole against Fox. Here's Poole. The layup misses. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. San Antonio on top, up by 2. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting in the second. We've got Jordan Poole, George out there with Sarr. Then it's Chris Middleton, and it's Coulibaly in at the 2. Poole work in the interior.
I mean, what is there to say about that finish other than wow?
Now Vassell. Pass to Castle. Back to Vassell. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
And even though Middleton doesn't pile up blocks, he has the length to disrupt shooters, and he did right there.
Barnes finds Fox. Got a hand on it. Here's Middleton. And Washington again with the bucket. 8 seconds left in the second. And here's Fox. Puts up a deep 3. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Wizards up by 2. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot. Oh, better luck next time. One more time, a round of applause for the participants.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Fox has gone 1 for 3 on the night. At forward, we'll see Vassell slot in next to Barnes. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Castle, and it's Wembanyama in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the San Antonio 5. All right, Graham, what do you think about Jordan Poole's nickname, the Pool Party?
Oh, it's very apt, right? Because when he's on, everyone is having a good time. But it also speaks to his relaxed attitude. He's out there to shoot and have fun while doing it.
2 shots.
Throw good, cool. And Grant, when you play the Wizards, you better be ready to run.
BA, they like to speed you up. They force you to play at their pace. And on the flip side, that gives you open floor opportunities as well.
And both free throws good for Poole. Okay, RJ, we all know how luck comes into play in the NBA. The Spurs have had great lottery luck.
Yeah, winning the first pick 3 times, drafting David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and Victor Wembanyama. I don't know, but I would be really upset if I was all of those other teams to miss out on those big guys.
And so George will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. They lead by 4. Pass to Poole. Takes the 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. 16 seconds left in the third quarter. Fox beats him inside. A slick move.
The defense comes at Fox hard, but he's ready for it. He knows how to stay agile and nimble inside.
Outside Coulibaly. Lets the 3 fly. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. It's Washington leading by just 2. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports.
It's time!
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And Fox has got the ball here for the Spurs. Trailing by 2. So on the floor for the Wizards. Bilal Coulibaly out there with Jordan Poole. Then there's George. Then there's Sarr. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. Now here's Coulibaly. Here's George. Cash!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play, coming through when it matters most.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO.
On the court is your high squad. It's T-shirt time, fans. Put your hands in the air and make some noise. One could be coming your way.
Allie.
Over the last break, I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was telling his team. And they told the team it's close. We've got a chance if we battle, compete. You can see the players love the message. They look fired up. We'll see if it works, Brian.
And Allie, thanks. Here's Fox. And it's Coulibaly with a rebound. And they go to the intentional foul.
Harrison Barnes. First personal foul. First team foul.
Now here's Poole. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And as it goes out of bounds, Washington able to keep possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Now here's Poole. Middleton outside. George is screen on Vassell. 4 on the clock. For 3. Rebounded by Castle.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Timeout called, the Spurs. They're losing by 4. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
They're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, no time to waste. They basically have to execute things perfectly from here on out.
You must have left your dancing shoes at home. Shake it. You're on the big screen. Let's hear it for all the dancers.
The 3 from Barnes. Pass to Vassell. Here's Castle. Launches it. So it's a narrow victory for the Wizards. Pulling out the W. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you know, you have two choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. Here's the starting group for Houston. At the guard positions, Van Fleet and Green. Alperen Sengun out there with Amen Thompson. And it's Brooks in at the 3 slot. And for New Orleans, McCollum is out there with DeJounte Murray. Then there's Williamson. Then there's Trey Murphy. And it's Messi in at the center, locking down the middle. And we know these teams among the best defensive squads in the NBA. And this figures to be a low-scoring affair.
But it should be an entertaining one, Kevin. And if you're a fan of high-intensity, high-energy defense, there's a lot to love about this matchup.
Brooks misses. Williamson against Green. Inside. And McCollum with the slam.
And how about the vertical McCollum has? He may have even surprised himself there.
Thompson outside. To the inside. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
On the wing, Murray. Guarded by Green. McCollum feeling it out a bit. 4 on the shot clock. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Pelicans on top, up by 2. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Here's New Orleans. Trey Murphy is out there with Williamson. Then there's McCollum. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Messi in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Pelicans' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now here's McCollum. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. McCollum's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Pelicans. Van Fleet outside. Back to Brooks. On the wing, Green. And here's Van Fleet from the arc. Trains the three-pointer.
And he's got a smooth stroke from long range. Van Fleet doesn't just hoist them up. His three-pointers are always going to be high-quality shots.
Now here's Murray. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the half. Driving the lane. That shot off. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Pelicans lead by 1. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drumline. All right, they're measuring up the shot. Better luck next time. Give it up for our contestant.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And here's McCollum. So on the floor for Houston. Running the wings, they'll go with Green and Brooks. Thompson is out there with Alperen Şengün. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard position. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Rockets on offense. It's a one-point game. Pass to Şengün. Now here's Green. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Back to Green. 5 on the clock. For the lead. Hits it from three-point range. Green's got the lead up to 2 now for the Rockets.
Green knows that he needs to take and make threes at a good clip. Nice shot there.
Green against Murray. Mr. Williamson. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Rockets on top. They lead by a bucket. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Williamson out there with Trey Murphy. Then there's Murray. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Misi in its center. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Now here's Williamson. Following the miss by Fred Van Vliet.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared.
For the dance cam. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what you gotta do. Show us your moves. Look up, you're on the big screen. Oh yeah, shake it, baby.
Send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Ime Udoka's huddle. He told him he liked the way they were working, but he said we have to really get after it. All we need is a couple of stops. Keep your focus. We'll see if they can close it out. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Green, the pass to Thompson. Brooks kicks to Van Vliet. Back to Brooks. Van Vliet outside. Driving in. It's good.
And how about the leadership there from Van Vliet? Ready to put this team on his back and give them that crucial bucket.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
Seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Murray. Can't cash in.
Well, you can count on Murray to push the action and make something happen.
First team foul. At the line for your Pelicans, DeJounte Murray. Taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 1. Can't sink it, and that was an important free throw. And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And they go to the intentional foul.
CJ McCollum. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Rockets, Fred VanVleet. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, how about the nerves there? Those free throws put them in a very good position. 3 points clear.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick.
12 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
And you know they wanted that one to go down.
Yeah, they really wanted that bucket to go. They can't get discouraged on it.
Taking 2 shots.
Drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Great composure there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
So we see the Rockets get the win here. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Hello and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports this Tuesday evening. Hi folks, this is Brian Anderson. I'm with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. A look at the Pistons starting group. Thompson and Harris are the 3 and the 4. Tim Hardaway is out there with Kate Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Dallas, Daniel Gafford is out there with Davis. Then it's Kyrie Irving, then it's Washington, and it's Thompson in at the 2. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Now Cunningham. Pass to Hardaway. And here's Duren. Back to Hardaway. 3 on the clock. For 3, here's Harris. Washington grabs the miss.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
And I'll tell you what, if you're going to mix it up with Davis, you better be on your game. He's so powerful inside.
Pass to Duren. 17 seconds left in the opening quarter. Hardaway's shot is good.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Irving with it. Takes a 3. Pure from 3-point range.
He left his defender shook right there, destroying him with that slick handle.
Unbelievable handles. He's got more handles than a 6-door limousine. Quickness, body control, all of that on display.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The Mavericks on top, they're up by 2. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how Dallas is doing, guys, your thoughts?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Well, if they wanted to to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Here's Irving. Setting the floor for the Pistons. Down low, it's going to be Harris and Duran. Cunningham is out there with Tim Hardaway. And it's Thompson in at the 3. Thompson outside. Back to Irving. 5 to shoot. Washington outside. Off target from outside. Here's Cunningham. Powerful take from Cunningham.
Young players with these kind of moves are showing you that they're getting more patient on the inside, and Cade showed that time.
Pass to Gafford. 20 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Irving with the drive. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Irving's got 5 points.
Love how effective Irving is on the drive. His head is up, and he just cuts right through the defense.
Now Cunningham. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Mavericks on top. They lead by a bucket. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Red line! Okay, they're thinking about the shot. Oh, too bad. Hey, give it up for our contestant.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
There's virtually nothing you can do to stop him. I mean, you can't even contain him. He's been that great.
Yeah, I don't know if you have enough game plans to slow him down. How do you guard a guy that good?
Davis out there with P.J. Washington. Then it's Thompson. Then it's Daniel Gafford. And it's Irving in at the point. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half. Gafford with the bucket.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Here's Cunningham to the paint. Here's Duran. And the dunk by Duran.
And you see Cunningham just getting more and more comfortable in these pick-and-roll situations. He's going to have thousands of them throughout the season.
The Mavericks on offense. 2-point game. Back to Irving. Over Cunningham. No good from the low block. And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Shot goes. Cunningham with the grit.
And how about Cade just pushing through that time to finish it off.
Outside Irving. The 3. No good there. That's the end of the third, and it's tied up. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And a moment now now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. Thompson and Harris are the 3 and the 4. Tim Hardaway is out there with Kate Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the 5. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys.
Get out of the seat and on your feet for the defense crew.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. He encouraged his guys to stick with it, saying, I don't care what the scoreboard says. If we can play hard, that's all that matters. We can be the stronger team. So that's what coach is looking for.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Oh, he nails it! A huge shot to tie it up!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Here's Cunningham.
Look at the defense on display there from Davis. Lines up the shot, and with perfect timing, swats it away.
And so it's Dallas with it. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Irving. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Tim Hardaway.
And you have to try to make something happen. I mean, they have to be aggressive at this point, even if it's risking a foul.
Good on the first, and that gives him a lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Just so reliable at the line. There was never a doubt that those were money.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. What's the best strategy for him?
A chance to tie it up here.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and Coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
Cunningham. Pass to Duran. Oh, off target. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. It's not a bad foul right there.
At the line for Dallas, P.J. Washington taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 4-point ball game.
That should put this game on ice, not leaving any points behind.
Cunningham finds Harris from deep 3-point land, and it's Cunningham missing. And so the big win by Dallas in a tight game. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game. They overcame every one.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Well, Anthony, they didn't go down easy. What was the approach knowing everyone's giving their best shot?
We got to take it one game at a time. And we just got to play. You know, we can't go out there and think that we're going to win. We got to go out there and have a will to win and a sense of urgency.
Yeah, you can't go wrong when you have that one game at a time mentality. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Behring, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. We'll see you next time.
Now, let's meet the visiting from a whopping 89 feet above sea level, Orlando Magic. At guard, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. At center, Wendell Carter Jr. At guard, Jalen Suggs. At forward, Franz Wagner. At forward, Paulo Banchero. Head coach of the visiting team is Jamal Mosley. It's time to introduce the starting five for your Denver Nuggets. At forward, number 1, Michael. Starting at shooting guard, 6'6", number 0, Christian. At guard, 6 feet 4 inches, number 27, Jamal. Center, number 15, the Joker,
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. We'll watch the Orlando Magic in this one as they go up against the Denver Nuggets here at Ball Arena. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. A look at the Magic starting group. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards, and it's Carter in at the 5 spot. And for the Nuggets, sharing the wing spots, it'll be Brown and Porter Jr. Before in the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic, and it's Murray in at the point. Tip-off goes to Denver. Outside. Gordon. Jokic high post. Over Carter. Jokic, no good.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Suggs passes to Banchero. It's hauled in by Gordon. Here's Brown. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Pass to Porter. Gordon against Banchero. 5 to shoot. Here's Murray. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. And the horn signals the end of the first. Not much offense so far. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
You know, I think they're going to be happy with how they played here early on.
I agree with you. I mean, they hit the ground running, had a strong start to the game that they're hoping they can manage the rest of the way.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic start in the second. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. And it's Suggs in at the 1. Murray surveying the D. Down low, shot from 6, and it's Porter heading it to go.
Well, you know, on the inside, Porter is a very skilled player. He understands that you've got to be multi-dimensional, a lot of versatility to your game to be effective inside.
Now, here's Suggs. Carter outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 26 seconds left in the first half of the game. Jokic against Carter. Now, here's Jokic. Defense right on him. Clock at 6. The layup off target.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And a close game so far for the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Magic lead by 3. And we'll get going after this from Ball Arena. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Wagner with it. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. The forwards are Porter Jr. and Gordon to his side. And it's Jokic in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Now, here's Wagner. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Banchero missing. To the left side wing. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. Now, Suggs. Caldwell Pope outside. Back to Suggs. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Carter sets the pick for Wagner. Over Porter. And it's Wagner missing.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Suggs with the steal. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Magic out in front, up by 3. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the 4th quarter. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. On the court for Orlando. Sliding in at the wing, you'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Suggs in at the point guard position. Caldwell Pope finds Suggs. Off target at the rim. Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
You got to play mistake-free.
Brown, the pass to Murray. Jokic inside. He's defended by Wagner. It's in! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. While we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
During that last break, I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley said to his team. He asked his team to dig deep. He said, I know you're tired, but they're tired too. It's about who can give more than the other guy at this point. Show me what you can give. Back to you.
Thank you, David. When they foul intentionally, they're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And that's an intentional foul.
Michael Porter Jr. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Magic, Franz Wagner. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
It's the first, and that will put them up by 2.
This is where experience can be a differentiator, but Wagner's skill might be just as good.
So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Absolutely massive free throw. That'll force them into a 3-point attempt.
Timeout called, Nuggets. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
Get ready to dance like everybody's watching. Let's see it. Get down.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Got it!
Jamal Murray proving he's not afraid of the big moment. Big time shot there.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for Orlando, Jalen Suggs. At the line for 2.
The first one, and that will put them up by 2.
And the future Suggs has is certainly promising, an effective combo guard who can really get it going at times.
And he hits both free throws here, so now it's a 3-point game. Timeout called, Nuggets. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
Get loud, man. On the court, is your next squad. Time to put our awesome t-shirt. Who wants one?
Seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the middle. Gordon finds Porter. Right between the eyes. A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Seven seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Ben Carroll. Oh, he got it!
Ice cold.
He beats the buzzer!
Count it up!
Oh, big time shot!
How about that? Yo!
All zeros on the clock as he drains the game winner.
He knew it was good when it left his hand. He started celebrating as soon as it got off his fingertip.
And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.
And now let's make some noise for the 35 for your Utah Jazz. At point, at 6'3", number 13. Isaiah Holder. At the small forward position, at 7, wearing number 23, Lauri Markkanen. The man in the middle, at 7, number 24, Walker Kessler. At 6'3", number 2, Colin Sexton. At the other forward position, at 6'9", number 20, John Collins.
Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Tonight we'll see the Utah Jazz as they play against the Los Angeles Lakers. Along with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. So let's take a look at the Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. Reeves at the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Jackson Hayes is out there with Rui Hachimura. And it's Doncic in at the point. And for the Jazz, Collins and Kessler there in the middle. Sexton and Markkanen out on the wings. And it's Collier in at the 1. Well, Grant, this is not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
Kessler, a screen on Doncic. Pass to Kessler. And there's the drive. And finished off by Kessler.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
Reeves against Sexton. Here's Hachimura. And it's blocked by Kessler. 26 seconds left in the first quarter here. And Collins with the slam.
Yeah, just a nice show of force by Collins, taking it all the way to the rim and flushing it home.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. And he misses his first shot.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Jazz. They're up by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what stands out to you from Utah in this one?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
And so in the game for the Lakers, at the forward slots, it's LeBron and Hachimura. Luka Doncic is out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Hayes in at the 5. And here's Doncic outside. Kessler with a rebound.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Reeves against Sexton. Into the lane. Rejected by James.
Wow, LeBron James sends it back. LeBron on the defensive end.
And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 6-point game. Here's Reeves. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Here's Collier, guarded by Doncic. Here's Collier. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer. Not going to go that time. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Utah ahead. They lead by 4. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thank you so much, guys. John, that's a talented team over there. What's given you guys the edge thus far?
I think we just came ready to play. I think the home court's giving us a little advantage, and I think we're just coming out and competing tonight. I like the way we're starting, and I think we have to maintain that to finish the game out.
Their mentality was right on from the get-go, guys.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Markkanen and Collins, the 3 and 4. Collins Sexton out there with Collier. And it's Kessler in at the 5, down low. That's the group for Utah right now. Screen by James. From deep, here's Doncic. Hits the trifecta. Doncic has got his first 3 points of the game.
The defense has to know they're going to get a steady diet of three-point shooting from Luka.
Here's Collier, guarded by Doncic. Back to Markkanen. Pass to Sexton. Markkanen sets a screen. Clock at 4. Sexton, that's good. Sexton's got his first points of the game.
And Colin Sexton is a scorer. It doesn't matter if he's on the interior. This guy is determined to capitalize.
Doncic outside. Shoots over Collier. In the paint. Luka!
Some defenses are designed to yield the mid-range shot. For him, that's a good look.
Fires away from way outside. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. It's the Jazz leading by 1. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm Assist of the Game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Reeves at the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Rui Hachimura is out there with Jackson Hayes. And it's Doncic in at the point. Here's James. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. On offense, here's Utah. They lead by 1. Pass to Markkanen. No luck on that one. Good work defensively by James. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. And here's Hayes to take the lead. It's hauled in by Collier. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. There is a lot on the line. And he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page.
On the court is your hype squad. Loudest fans get free t-shirts.
From the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Will Hardy was going over with his team. Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. And he commits the intentional foul.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
Second team foul. At the line for 2. Collier.
He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2. So he gets them both, and it's a three-point game.
Well, those are essential free throws to make a three-point lead. It's going to take something from long range challenge now to tie this game.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Everybody get down. Left feet, way to go, everyone. Let's hear it for you.
The teardrop. Pass to Hayes. Outside Reeves. Now here's Doncic. To tie it up. Can't get the three to fall. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Utah. Collier taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good, and it's a 5-point game.
You've got to show composure, and he comes through right when the team needs him most.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Just 4 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
Too little, too late. Making a change won't save them now.
Well, I think he might just want to remind these guys, hey, let's finish the game the right way.
And here's Doncic outside. Laces one from 3.
And coming down the stretch, you just can't afford that type of defensive breakdown.
And right now, neither side can get a stop. Looks like both coaches will have plenty of material for the film room.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Third personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for the Jazz, Collier, 2 shots.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 3-point lead. Oh, and he can't make the shot to force overtime. And so it's Utah who scraped by with the win. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. So long, everybody.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Thanks to Skylar Cole for that stirring rendition of our national anthem. And we'll be right back. Welcome fans to 2K Sports Tuesday night presentation of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Jimmy Butler is out there with Moses Moody. And it's Green in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Phoenix, deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Durant is out there with Nick Richards. And it's Dunn in at the 3 slot. And Richard, these teams both look to impose their will on the backboard.
Kevin, that battle inside is not for the faint of heart. A little furniture moving inside, if you know what I mean. That's just part of it.
Now here's Booker. And Beal kicks to Dunn. His 3-pointers off the mark. Pass to Butler. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And the sheer muscle from Butler. I mean, a solid finisher, even when he gets hit.
When it comes to players who like having fun, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
Should we know that not many teams have had steady core players like the Warriors have had over the past decade.
Well, there's so much player movement these days, and it's hard to keep any roster intact, let alone a superstar team like Golden State. The elevated playmaking of Durant. Passes like that really bring the team closer together.
Curry against Booker. Curry gets the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
The shot's good.
So lethal from the mid-range. Booker's just one of those guys that can hit you at all 3 levels.
Curry against Booker. Green with a screen on Booker. No one near Curry as he lets it go. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Warriors lead by 2. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
And it's the Warriors' ball. So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Moses Moody is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Green in at the center position. Now, here's Green. 6 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Moody's shot is off.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Now, here's Dunn. Defended by Moody. Back to KD. And here's Booker from the arc. Again, the miss by Booker. The shot by Butler, nobody around. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Warriors on top, up 2. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Steve. Some great engagement defensively. What's happening that's good at that end of the floor?
I think they're just playing hard, rotating, playing for each other, and we've done a better job of avoiding fouls and just playing through.
Steve, thanks for your time. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Booker's gone 1 of 4 from the field. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Nick Richards out there with Durant, and it's done in at the small forward. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Here's Curry. Good D by Booker.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Fantastic finish by Booker.
Ooh, Booker showing some power.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. 17 seconds left to play in the third. Moody the pass to Curry. Curry getting it done inside.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Warriors lead by 2. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
And from a team perspective, having your off-guard rip-off passes like that, it's awesome. It shows you have guys willing to give up the rock.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Jimmy Butler is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Moody in at the small forward.
Outstanding initiative from Booker. Terrific at earning these calls inside.
Booker, 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. Both free throws good from Booker.
See, it's easy to see why his teammates trust him. He's a leader on this team and loves coming up huge in the clutch.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page.
Get loud and let them hear it. T-shirt time, everyone. Let's go.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. Now, Coach told his guys it's not over until it's over. He asked them to stay sharp out there and to keep fighting. If we lose this, it's on us, he said. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here.
All right, fans, it's dance camp time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. Shake it. Let's see those dance moves.
Booker with no one around. It falls! And that shot brings them to within just one.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Here's Curry, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Kevin Durant.
Well, we might as well count those free throw shots. Curry is automatic at the line.
Stephen Curry, 2 shots.
Drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game. And it's the Suns with the ball. Here's Booker. Here's the drive. Money! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
There is no shot too big for Booker. He lives for these moments.
Curry against Booker. Hit the floater. Good D by Booker. And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Guys, what are their best options now?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
If they've got a surefire quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
Suns on offense. They trail by 1. To take the lead. It's off.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Second team foul. At the line for Phoenix, Devin Booker taking 2 shots.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
And this is it, guys. Down 1, they've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot, and it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have. Seconds left in the game.
Here's Curry with the three. Misses the tray. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And that's gonna do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Hart. Thank you for watching tonight's presentation on 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Devin Booker.